Okay, nisto tani ko pite puye. O kasi sisi na kato pinan si chipumuts pinan. At nisapin ska some Peter strikes with a gun. Now they're for Picani Nation.
Okay, nitane ko ake niskimyaki. Many Buffalo Rock woman. It's happening ska sim Jeannie Provost. Tsiyin ni pinan, it's sakyayin ni pinan. Ini koko and is still inyo mo pistanisti. Kenisi inyo kotokisti tompinskakko. So genskay tompinskakko mo pite poye. Akeniskimaki. And so can nitoksen nanen itipik statayam. And
Apikani. Anyanista apikani. Samita ko mimiway. O kema ninawa. Mao tutamina samita psiki takyo. Kemo ako katsi si moksi a kiksi iskanakatsi. Nokatapas kaya. O kimiwa paskano awaya. Ay paska sa itoti sa pinosya wa moksi ninexyos. O ko titoti sa takpo kapas si mo. O kima kikuan. Sa mukha titapaya kisto toksyo. Ami apiso tukis. Aniyai staks no si. O kimi aka nidapikas si ma tukisa. Itapinis sa tapinos. Sa mo dito sa pinos si wami. Kimatapsi apikani. Sa mo dito sa pinos si. Kumas nina sa mo itap. Sa mo stoyisyo. Ami akikuan. Ami Otakpo ka po si mi kimadap sa kumapi. Sa minsan ko waps speaks sa mga tukok sa tom. O si kimadaps. O kimotom na pipaska niya. Makikuha na ako sinaspi. Ami apikan niyo. Ande ito ti sa pinaus. Kaya skinny nose. Ano kitsi dapas pi moksi akiks. Kimoksi sa piksi. Kitsinemi yawi to tisa pinausiami skay kimadapsi. Kitkonek sa tapis to kimasak ko mapi skay kuki takyo amio sinipi. Itsiksa susita paksi sbawan niya. Skay skita ko ni takyo sta sa waksi takyo mansi moksi matapiksi. Tawag ka ni kasi tapis to amia kikon. Itan stimeo takai kan khanen stapio maksikimio ita tapu. O gasko chipo sina nabnisa makai patok kitopio koi. Ito tikkat sima wan maksikimi tapu. Itan stimeo takai ni suikstiko skuto. Ako ay mokaps sa piabo ako kri skunata pi. Tako kutsi bada pi ko mamex kinapi. Ni suikastikoy. Kimoto kutsi suikastikoy day po sa bada mati ko kanistas sa bitista pa po kay kasta panista po. Ya baits so kay tay so aksi da kawasay. Kemasak kumapyo days kito toksi mio mo sa tikkat si makpi. Akaso wana ko sa may sa muktik skinny taki sa mansin na kiwak si kain ni wak ko inin daw. Mi kumay sa no ko sa baits so kasi mi saki maso mats ko sa tumo bata bis. No sit ko tak. Ami sa kumapin itan siway. Ninna kitawamok, kita pipyo, Tami abstakit. Minipus sabit. Kimasak ko mapis to abstakikin. mitä psui piavami lopuksekin miohki. Mutta ei pois sapsiit siitä naapio muksi keskstäkin. Hän meitä itu kuiskaa ja nokin se naapio. O sitten ikka vie puhuttu tämän näin keskstäkin. Mä katsoin sitä peitsksuukas. Että niin syö tekskin niitäkin. Että on noch kaapassa paamota kuutsumaksi. Että niin syö kidäks pum. Hän on kidäks neito piinitstui. Hei jippossi, kennipäi. Hei issahkossi, kennipäi kiäkitsi. Kiäkit kun hei sohti kidäko tuomaan teikin sitä piimiksi. Kennooko muu kastui, kennooko täpun muu käs niitskisiist. Ooki muu toivatapi jipuksi, toivatapi heistu, se ei ooki. Hän on kaikki taakkai, niin soikassikui. Äkäis kahkanää muu koko tui, kahkanää istitsua. Ooki muuksit hanni tui, koska kiiksi, smitsistä pummua, eikä kää pummua. Minä aamusahko mä piio, tän nek aamusin tuo piisti, iks kun nätääpiä. Kitääkänek jahtuu, tohseskä tuut aamusin, kitääkäs sitä piis. Ja tänne se mii, sahko mä pii, kimä sahko mä pii. Minä tuuta kitää. Misti sit syjä päijisi. Hän jäi. Kenne onko tää kumma tohseekö se? Et sitä nikkai. Käymessä on kiinni natu aapisessa kun nätä aapis. Sohti kitso kiitse, kähti täijis sitä. Sami poutsko tuijua. He madaktuutaks. Mistis ja ne takuutsi. Niin sui o tännikkai. Skei, nanoa ja puutse, hai, hokkako. I tuutui miimisti, sitä niistä jo ei mä. Amei kuhpa piis. Mini puuttuu, samohkin natsis. Missis. Kita pohpiskin on. Se mitä suksena mä miivut, mutta sitä pitää piis. Se mitä pitää apsio. Appi kanio. Kemiisko teiski tuotoksi muijissi. Anniksi ei saa kumaa piisaa kääpäitä piiä. Se on täytsymiä. Itän syväis niitä aksaa toksakin täpäät. Itän niitä anniksi on käy omissa pohsi. Anni meistä itse kokiikkaa ja ekskin ohsia. Kitätsyyken. Uuttu kanua avasi issinen mäys. Anniksi on käy. Ekskäiksi kiittäkin. Itän niissä muksio täkkäiksi oikeikin petruvokit niissä soi. Takit siis. Sovi tohtujakin, itän niissä jo aika kaikus siihen. Muksio tämä psiiksi ja äsukin näkiiksi. Avatu apsiksi kiitämmiuä. Kiitä pukstiimiuä. Kiitä mada pinskiksi mä missin niinskisiistä. Niin mä sitä niin no tohtes sohkiitsikses. Muksi samme soitista pimmiä oi. Matskadu juoiksa. Mä aamutut se neksin. Mä samme soitista piitäkin. O kitsoja. O teikö staapisi kitsoja o mies. Mies tuoja mi. Ohki. Iks käiksi kujio. Miksi semme koi taapium. Natu kiikas joka ahansta vattuja, et se tuutuja. Itä niin vaan. Mä kävissä pohti on tapi kiitos, senniksi oikein noh kiitsetä piikoon. Piksiksi näitä pii. Anniksi oikein noh katsenniksi oikein itä kaipia. Mä uumautumaan, että se on etuseskat syöväiksi. Tämäkin se näe mua pohsapi kiitos. Tämäkin siitskam. Ja muis käijiksi kuin jiiva muohki. Hanyo kami ote ito ni suat ni taki tapsaki mo ni taki nakote tsukat kami ote suyok bawa kikas ni mamoki pombo pi seskstaki masika kosto mi to pamato ni tapsokotsim mi ote tapsaki mo siki mau to tamina piksiksi na itukitsi wai kimi oto mi taksimi wai masak kumapit stanu tumoy kitsi saminitsi wai kitsi ni mayo tukan mi siksi kaitsi da pikso tay no sawai manista pispis mi tapts kunata kuksim sta sa kawato apio skunata apio kanapok sa pikita wo Hawas kayi isitsinikas yung mokmistis nitis tapong makado siksikait sa tabi hanyi kakis sini ako kats sini kanakan ko kunno is takanayis sa tabi misti hamoksi so yita piksi siskstaki hanyik si ay skokkiya kanis yo ay minitapo minitaskit sa sana minite miudes kito toksa amao to taminaw itanis si mi aki ko an hok sa mo napsit hamokok anak kita ko kapi mawak sama sinosatis kito tatsi masak ko mapet ko siya ay mi hotomuksinik totoksinik kami ninay ho kimi o pisi ho tokani matasay ko tisay nak ninaw ani to ko siya mi aki ko ho kemai kay Kristo yu so kay dinoka ito maksoyi itanis siya mi Annom nisto at sitsinay. Ni masika kastoki pa ni skitsiki katups kiskunatapi. Ano mo yisi kiakutsi. Sit konaps si saminani matut. O mo akikuan. Ano kay kitsiki kata. O kinisto ano kanok sakko so tatu mataya. Ano kay kisto kita okot. Kisto na kita ko tuma day noksi matapi. Hanya ni chichinikasyo mo sakinaw. Okay. No kagit skata kyo. Nanisto si. Ksistaki. No kat skay kimatapi nan sepatapi. Mato ko batita sa toka kimatako. Naneni tek nokatek sitä pistotuk. Nokatsista po. Noka passasi noksuka pidako. Sitä pimmaka pinokaniksemstaan. O kiti sitä simboisk. Ni matukseska. O kipokapio kitako kits pumuani sitä piimik. Sika kaitspinna. Ni apin ako isit ko, nits skrip mat ko pa pikani. Sito sammo ko. So da mot kay kan oksisi ko isimagsi ko mato. O ke bokni nawak, iskotawak, sisisto. Sikisa minawas. Aw kay boks mokawak sisinekatopi. Nikito to isapio. Ano kunan stipadapies. So this is the story, the first story that I'm going to elaborate, and it relates to an orphan boy. And this boy was the way that they had lived according to, they were very unfortunate. He lived with his grandmother. And as a result of it, they were always behind the pack because they had an old dog. The chief had 3 wives. The third one, the youngest one, was still a girl. And that girl fell in love with with the orphan boy. They called him Scabby Rope, Apikani. And when the chief started suspecting this, the tribe had a dance society, women's society. And these women, when they dance, they would imitate the way they would dress according to the ones that they're going with, the ones that they are going out with, having a relationship. And that young lady started dressing up, and he dressed according to that poor boy. When she started dancing, the tribe started laughing because this real pretty lady was dancing in a regalia similar to the very poor boy. So the crowd started laughing, and she was very ashamed of what was happening. So what happened was he left, and he went to the lake to try and find a dream, a power. After the 4 days, nothing came about, so he just continued on and just more or less gave up, sleeping, crying, mourning. There's nothing in his life. A young man appeared to him and he told him, "My father wants you, is inviting you. Close your eyes and I'll take you there." So he did. When he got there, he was in a lodge in the bottom of the water, and the beavers were there, and the main beaver man, why are you sleeping around? And he told him, "I'm very sad because I have really nothing to live for. I've been traveling around to try and fulfill some kind of a power that I can use for me to change." The beaver man said, I will help you. You will stay for the winter. At the break of the spring, you can go home. You will lead your peoples. And that's what happened. Through the winter, they were transferring songs. All these songs were being given. And other beavers were coming in, and they were also transferring the songs. When they started to break, and he told him, "You're now going home within 4 days." That son that brought him there told him, "The beaver man has got all these power medicines. They're all here. He's going to ask you to pick one to use. Refuse those. Take that stick. That stick is that's the power." So 4 times the beaver told him, "That's your choice. Take one of these." He didn't want to let go of the stick that was floating. But he kept insisting, "I want that stick." After the 4th, he told him, "This is now your brother. Hang it around. Don't leave it. Don't abandon it." And I think today that refers to a relationship, to be always closely connected. And so he had his face painted and his appearance changed because he was living with these powerful peoples. So when he went back amongst his peoples, there's peoples wandering around in the prairies, and he told them, how's my peoples?" He said, "They're camped on the outside of the circle, mourning your death. They cut their hair. They're in grievance." He told them, "Make me 4 sweats." He made 4 sweats, and he got all the leaders, the elders, the main ones, into these 4 sweats, and he started singing the songs. After the 4th sweat, the elders were confused if that was real or something. They had to see something. And so they went out in a raid towards the other tribes. For 2 days, they came across this raging river. On the other side was the snake peoples, the snake tribes. And when he seen the Blackfoot coming towards the edge, he challenged, "Tell your leader to come across and we'll fight." And this poor boy, orphan boy, now had all the gifts. He had the stick, and he told him, "I will go across this river." It was high and it was raging. It was very powerful. When he went into the water, he knew how to swim like the beavers. In no time, he made it to the other side. And as soon as the tribal leader on the other side seen him, he attacked him with his spear. But he already knew the power that he had. He grabbed that spear and killed the leader. And when he killed that leader, he cut the hair, scalp. And the peoples on the other side now realized the power, so they started going across the same raging water with some kind of power that they believed was given to that man. So when they went back, the chief went ahead and he told that girl, dress up. The man that you're going to marry is coming." And so the girl started dressing up, and he went to meet the boy, and he had the scalp and he had the spear. He gave that gift to that girl and he said, "Go bring this to your master." Amokutis. When they went there, they had a feast ready. The chief had put out a really big feast. And he told Apikani, Scabby Rope, "You have gained the rights to this girl you're going to marry. You take her, this lodge is now yours. Everything inside this lodge is yours. The dogs that carry it is yours. In this tribe, I am the leader. But my leadership has no match for your power. So therefore, I'm going to transfer my power to you." And so that was how the story that the stick was one of the first to be transferred to the Blackfoot peoples. In all our ceremonies, the sweat lodges, the sun dances, and our homes today, they were the gift of the peoples on the water to give us the rights to the shelter, because that's where he gained all these songs, and he gained the leadership. And when you tell the stories, it's very similar to my time, that when I left the reserve, I pretty well had homeless. I was kind of the laughing stock because of my illness. And that sickness took me away to find something, hope for something. And in some ways, I was looking for a physical wealth. But when I turned to the Creator and asked Him, take me home so I can help, bring comfort. The next day, a family walked in. They said, "We're moving home. We want you to move home with us." So I came back to the reserve and started providing some comfort to those that were going through difficult times. And through that effort, I became a leader. So the stories that I heard from that is something that I felt relates to today. That whatever happens is that there is a solution. We just need to go out and find it. It will not come to us. We need to go out and be strong. Own the spirit. own your songs, that these things are going to come. So that is the first story.